Welcome back. This is Kenya's number one online radio station, baseradio.co.ke. My good name is Sebakiro, and we are live at 2024 Spotify Wrap Up Year. I'm being joined by an amazing lady in the international space, one and only head of music, Spotify Africa, Phiona, live exclusive on baseradio.co.ke. Phiona, glad to have you on Base Radio.
Thank you for having me.
How's it going?
Amazing. I'm always excited to be in Kenya. I'm born in Nairobi, fun fact, many, many years ago, but this is considered one of my special heart homes. So happy to be here.
Why is Nairobi special to you?
A, because I was born here. B, because I'm Ugandan by by nationality I'm Ugandan. So East Africa is one of those really significant places. Obviously, for my formative years, this is where I spent a lot of my time as a child, and so I always want to see what's next for this continent and for this part of the continent. Yeah.
Amazing. Now, just to ask you this, coming from East Africa, how do you see our music in East Africa? What is the state of music in East Africa?
I think East Africa is an exciting time. I think that we are in a really interesting place where we are finding our way, first of all, in terms of defining our identity amongst each other as a community, but also then deciding what that is and beaming it to the rest of the world. So for me, there's been no more exciting time than right now to be an East African.
Wow, amazing. Let me take you back a bit. Let's talk about the year 2024. Musically, how was the year 2024?
2024 was a year of, like I said, people artists especially, just defining their space in their countries, but also trying to now aim for the global stage. We saw artists like Zinnia and Karun and Lisa and Nikita, for example, taking part in what we did with the Colors project that we did in collaboration with them, trying to promote what is happening in terms of R&B music in Kenya, which is something that I feel is super exciting about this country and this region. So I feel like 2024 was definitive in terms of us laying the foundations about what our global story could look like. I think it was very exciting to see genres like gengetone, abatone also kind of take heart and take root in the hearts of the fans. So I think it is only the beginning for what's going to happen in 2025 and beyond.
And beyond, which artists define your year 2024?
In Kenya or overall?
In East Africa.
In East Africa, Joshua Baraka, Nikita Kering, Zinnia, Karun, Wakaderali, Charisma, Bien. All of these guys, I think, are making such a huge contribution to Kenyan music, East African music as a whole. So, yeah, I would say them.
All right, let's talk about the Colors Studio project.
Yeah.
It was so amazing.
It was amazing. And again, it was just as a result of us just noticing that this is something that Kenyans love. East Africans love R&B music. And they're amazing singers. They're amazing vocalists, singers, songwriters. And we thought that it would be great to be able to give them a platform which would immediately launch them into a global opportunity. And who better to team up with than Colors, us as Spotify. And we did that. We had a songwriting camp where they all collaborated and came up with what you eventually saw on screen. So I'm hoping that that is going to be a catapult moment for where the culture goes eventually. Yeah.
Are we expecting now more of Colors Studio projects come 2025?
Well, I don't know about Colors, but definitely more in the realm of partnerships. I think we want to do more in terms of working with all of the brands that do what they can to surface the new artists. So whether it's Blankets and Wine, Thrift Social, whomever, whether it's local or international, everyone that's doing something to make sure that Kenya has a seat at the table, that's what we're trying to do to make everyone know how amazing this scene is.
Spotify is doing great for East African artists in large. This year, 2024 has been amazing. We've seen numbers double. We've seen artists doing very well on the Spotify streaming platform. How was the year? How was the numbers?
I can't talk about the numbers, but I can tell you that we are definitely on an upward trajectory. There are more people streaming Spotify than ever before, certainly since we started, since we took root in Kenya in 2021. We are seeing year-on-year growth. We're seeing more artists take to the platform. We're seeing more fans take to the platform. So in my opinion, I think that there's more growth to come and I'm excited for it.
Come 2025, what will be Spotify doing for international Africa, East African artists in large?
So I think that we will be guided by our data as usual. Everyone that we see that is making an uptick locally and who has potentially the ability to cross over naturally, organically, we will absolutely get behind them. But I think the most important thing is to invest in what's happening locally. Whatever you're seeing happening with Afro beats and all of these other big African genres, Amapiano, it all started at home. There was a big a rallying and a mobilization of the crowd for them to say, yes, these are the people that represent us. And then there was a foreign extension of what that's happening. So I feel like what we need to do is focus on what is happening at home. And those genres that I mentioned, whether it's R&B, whether it's Abentone, whether it is Gengetone, we need the fans to be able to endorse them so that we can say like, yes, this is what the people are listening to, and then we can take them to the world. So that's the plan.
Oh, wow, that's the plan. Amazing plans you guys have for the year 2025.
So.
As we wind up this conversation, what is the best moment for Spotify come this year 2024?
The best moment, I think it's still colors. I think that it was amazing for us to see artists come together and collaborate. I think there's a lot of opportunity for artists to know where they come from in terms of a creative perspective, and for us to be able to facilitate that kind of engagement. That was a win for me, and I hope that we can do more, whether it's on a large scale or whether it is, micro versions of that. But I think that is important, that artists collaborate, engage with each other, and build the scenes and communities that will uplift them and show them to the rest of the world.
All right. Talk to Spotify family artists.
Spotify family, especially the artists, make sure you're using Spotify for Artists. It's the best tool for you. It'll show you where you are popping in the region, in your country, in your city, give you the numbers, tell you where you can grow as an artist commercially, and give you all the data that you need to make a successful career.
All right, thank you so much, Fiona. Season greetings to Spotify family.
Happy holidays, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being part of the plan to make African music go global.
Thank you so much. That was one and only Fiona, head of music, Spotify Africa. Keep it based radio to see all the KE. We're coming back with more in the next few.